Listen, Drake wasn't stupid, man. Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? Like, they's like, dude, we know y'all been dancing around it for so long, but say the guy name. You know, y'all been using Drake for y'all promotion for Kendrick for the longest. Kendrick's been trying to poke, trying to get Drake engaged in a war with him. And they was like, dog, you feel like that situation is a good idea for you, then go ahead, keep poking. And you say his name. You dancing around it. You know, and that's been Kendrick's promotion. But Drake has been very smart and not taking the bait. You know what I'm saying? Not taking the bait. And that's to me is what's the most promising thing about it, is because I said to myself, wow, this was, you know, like the most shocking thing about the whole situation was that Drake never really went there with Kendrick. He knew the setup and said, nah, he's got too many people behind him. You know, like, they got a lot of push behind Kendrick. It ain't good enough yet. Plus, he didn't say my name. They want me to be the one to jump out there to look like the bully when they the ones trying to set it off. But I know what they trying to do. I'm not going to give them the satisfaction. So, in that case, we just gonna sit back. And whenever it happens, it happens. So I applaud Drake for making that decision. I really do, because it could have went a lot of different ways. And it didn't. It went the way it was supposed to go. A wise man told me once, he said, listen, sometimes you can't fight every war. You keep going at a war head on, pretty soon it's going to blow up in your face, and you don't want that. You come out looking like the hater. So, I tell you what. Here's what you need to do. To prevent looking like the hater all the time, what you need to do is to come out, do your thing, moving forward, because your success is killing them. When your success is killing the people that hate you, and they're tormenting and torturing their own lives by worrying about you, pretty soon what they have will crumble. That's what's happening with Drake. People who going against that energy, their lives are crumbling. Then in the humbleness of his heart, he said, you know what? We good. You know, because I never really had no hate in my heart for you. Which was true. Drake didn't really harbor no hate in his heart for these people. He's not made like that. But he's not the one that came from the hard streets of drug dealing and to be a success in this game. Like Kanye. His career was more like Kanye. So for Ye and him to have odds, well, that's more of a betrayal than anything. But anybody else, they gonna look at Drake as a cupcake artist because he didn't come up with their type of background. He's from Canada, so they already look at that as soft. So he has to fight that stigma coming into the game. And what he does continuously make hits. And people want to make songs with him because he's good. And people are like, I don't listen to Drake. You do. You do. Stop lying. Everybody from the hood listen to Drake. The most gutterest people in the world I know listening to Drake. They was listening to Drake and Future. They was listening to Drake and Gucci. They was listening to God's Plan. They was listening to Nice for What. They was listening to Drake. You confront if you want. Y'all was listening to Drake. And even if you didn't like him, you were surrounded by it. So you played more Drake and heard more Drake than you have ever heard Kendrick. And people want this clash to happen. Like, oh, Kendrick gonna get rid of Drake this year. Everybody keeps saying they gonna do that. They've been saying that for 7 years. And it's like that. Drop another classic. Come right back. Another one right back. And got all of y'all up on the nutsack. You see the flame in his EYEs. He's been running 3 summers consecutively for 3 years. When has Drake not been number one? And instead of applauding that or championing that, we don't. Kendrick come out saying he the greatest to ever do it, and nobody came after his head. Nobody said a word. That's how much they don't even take him seriously. If Drake said he was the greatest to ever do it, you know that would have been on every cover of every website in the world, and somebody else got videos, 9, 10, 12 videos. I ain't seen hardly nobody make a video talk about that when Kendrick said he was the greatest to ever do it. I'm like, how could you have the audacity? You haven't had the reign or the longevity that Lil Wayne has had. Or even Drake's longevity in the game. 50's moment when he had it. You know, I mean, 50 had a bigger moment and bigger movement than everybody at that time. Kanye had a bigger run. Jay had enough records. You know, I mean, like, wow. that's a bold statement. But LL Cool J, guys like that who's had longevity, who had to go through the turmoils, didn't come back. So you guys are pushing for this. But I'm telling you, it's already over. The battle didn't happen. The battle was won. Drake is still number one. Period. You might don't like it. You guys have went past that and grabbed Pusha because Pusha made that song. Drake took a L. How? Pusha sitting in the crowd with the gas face. Drake's on stage getting Grammys still. Won what? I mean, it is what it is, man. You guys in your imaginations can push whatever you want because you just don't want Drake. You want something else. It's like Golden State and the New England Patriots. You guys are hating that they on top. It's like, man, I'm just tired of them winning. Well, then tell them teams that you like to play better. They cheated, man. They deflated the football, man. They ain't deflating no football in the Super Bowl. The other team just sucked. They weren't ready for the moment. They got outplayed. They lost. Chiefs, high-powered offense, played against the Patriots. They lost. Pretty soon you got to start giving people their credit. Golden State won 3 championships out of the last 4 years. Well, I'm tired of Golden State with it. Well, then beat them. The team you rooting for, whatever, better play better. I can't get mad at the team for being great and actually winning. They doing what they supposed to do. So pretty soon you just got to give people they just do. If they out there doing it and doing it the right way. Drake making hit records. Oh well. Tell the people that you like, that you think is better than Drake, make better songs. That's all to it. But anyway, it's your boy Carcino, man. Don't forget to support the page. Click the link in that description box, man, and show some love. Leave me a message, man, if you want to comment back. And, you know, when you leave your donation, and we can chat. I got you. And Harry, I saw you, and I'm going to give you a call today when I do the boxing video. All right? I'm out.